back to another episode of Quarter Horse Customs. It is finally time to test fit the 387 stroker into our 1984 Foxbody Mustang. The reason I say test fit is I have a slight theory. We have a power steering rack and pinion because originally the wife didn't want to have to just to turn the car. I got her convinced that we could with the brake pedals, but she said that there's no compromise with the steering. She wants power steering. She wants to. So, we left the power steering rack in here. Got it all cleaned up. And then I noticed there's a little hose that goes back down. And I am 99.82% sure that that hose is going to be right where my oil pan wants to sit. So, we're going to take the 387 stroker, we're going to try to set it down in here with a stock K-member and a 7-quart deep sump oil pan. And then probably pull it out and go ahead and swap to your traditional Foxbody swap oil pan. Then we'll throw the headers on, and then we'll test fit it, and if it fits, we're just walking away and leaving it because we're bolting it in because I'm running out of time. So if you look here, we have this deep sump pan, and it's got a flat bottom. And I'm pretty sure that bugger right there is going to be the entire cause of my problem. Without further ado, let's go ahead and see if this thing fits. This is a rather big moment for me because I haven't done much with this motor, sadly, in the last 2 years. And it really pained me. I really like this motor. Can I get a bite? Nope. Gotta go down just a little bit more. Oh, we might actually clear that power steering line. Holy crap, it might actually clear. Suck it in! Suck in your gut! Oh, we might actually clear this. Alright, you guys watch that hose down there, okay? Now the problem is I based this whole day off of it wasn't gonna fit. Now it might actually fit. Where did I put my nut? I lost my nut. Found it.
There's your wife's purse.
Ha ha. My wife doesn't carry a purse. She hits me with it. Okay. It is just barely fitting in there right now. Alright, what we got? Okay. So far we're clearing that hose. But are we clearing the bottom of the oil pan? You guys watching that line? Oh, we're onto something. Oh, we're in. We're sitting on something for dang sure. Dude. I think we're actually hitting this sway bar. Oh, yes we are. How about that? I ain't ever heard of that before. Out of literally everything I thought we'd hit in this, didn't think it'd be the sway bar. But can we fit without? Do we need the sway bar? Don't have it in any of my other cars. Do we need a sway bar? My wife's turning on dial up. Give her a minute. Do we need a sway bar?
No, why?
Because it's, I think, the only thing in our way. Okay, went ahead and dropped the sway bar. Now let's go ahead and try putting it back where it was. Woo, that was a little faster than I wanted. You guys need to slow down on the cherry picker. You guys were on that line, you didn't tell me. I think we need to go down just a little fuzz more. Okay. We are in the car, but I think we are on the rack and pinion. Yeah, we're not gonna fit. I think we gotta switch it out of the pan. Easy! Alrighty, well, that looks incredibly well in here. However, we are hitting the rack and pinion down here. So, we have a large gap over here on this side. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it out. We're gonna pull the 7-quart pan off, and we're gonna throw on a regular Foxbody swap pan. Then I'll bring you guys back. We'll throw an exhaust header on and see how we're clearing that direction. All right, let me pull this back out. Alrighty, so we're switching to this pan. This is a 351 Windsor swap pan, specifically for a Foxbody. Got it for a good deal from a buddy of mine when I bought the other oil pan, actually, but I decided to use that one, not this one, because I like the bigger sump. This thing should be 5 quarts, I think, but the other pan just went kind of just straight across here, so I'm hoping this extra swoosh inside here will give me the clearance I need for the rack and pinion to fit. Then we'll have to figure out a dipstick. I had to take this off and I re-siliconed it. It's not actually in yet. I didn't measure any of the depths and stuff. I want to make sure it fits the car, because if it doesn't and we still run into the same problems with that rack and pinion, I might try dropping that down and seeing if we can just use the other pan. But I'm also worried about the fact that that pan sits so low, ground clearance, this one won't have that issue. I don't know, kind of going back and forth, hee-haw. So, without further ado, got the engine mounts on here. Let's go ahead and try popping it back in the car. All right, 387 into the 80. Ooh, that's a lot of oil I just stepped in. 387 into the 84 Fox, take 2, with 5-quart Foxbody swap oil pan. Oh, well, that's actually looking really good so far. Got a million miles of clearance from the bracket over there. I am all the way down on this side, which I wasn't last time, so that's really good. Power steering lines are clearing. Got some ratchet straps on here. I'm going to pick it up on the lift. We're going to go underneath, check out clearances, and then I have a bell housing and a Mach T5 we're going to put on just to see if it fits. Alright, I know it's a little hard to see, but we got a Mach bell housing up here. We're just going to one-hand throw this T5 in here. Alrighty, moment of truth. Oh, come on. Why are you fighting me like that? Stop it! Okay. Motor and pretend transmissions in. Let's go see how our clearances look. Okay. Well. Looks like we are just clearing the oil pan to rack and pinion. on both sides. So if the motor's sitting level, I'm gonna have to match these shims that I have in here. They're just some washers, but I'll get some proper ones. But let's go see how we fit up top. All right, from up here, everything feels really good, actually. Like this looks kind of good. The only question is, does what I want to fit? You know?
Yeah.
Does what I want to fit? Alrighty, step one, carburetor.
Somebody's here.
Alrighty, if we can fit the air cleaner on.
Hello.
And I can already tell we're gonna run a clean into the hood.
How'd surgery go? 2 weeks as of yesterday, 13 screws. Yeah, I don't know what the scar looks like. I haven't seen it. I know tomorrow they're gonna take the splint off. They're going to take x-rays.
Well, for some reason this part of the video didn't record audio, go figure. However, what we're trying to do here is I'm using some Play-Doh on the top of the air cleaner to check the actual hood clearance, as I can't actually be under the hood and closing the hood at the same time. So we're going to stick 2 pieces up here where the tallest parts of the motor are going to be. Then we're going to close the hood, and we're going to see what we have. Alrighty, so here we go, closing the hood, and make sure latch is opening it back up. And now the Play-Doh is fully squished to what it would be with the hood closed. Let's see how much clearance we have. Peel the Play-Doh up gently without squishing it. And we don't have a whole lot of clearance, but we do have solid mounts, so it shouldn't get squished anymore. And we technically have a little bit of clearance there where we're not actually hitting the hood. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, I got some big news. So last night, hi Squirt. So last night, we had a friend of the family come over, was talking to the wife, stopped recording, was working on some things a little bit, but we did it. That is a 387 stroker. We can just fit a piece of paper up in here. So we are clear of the rack and pinion. We have solid motor mounts, so we don't have to worry about anything there. I have strongly persuaded the shorty header to be out of the way of the steering arm. I have temporarily thrown in my H-pipe from a 302. Yes, this one's kind of over here. I had to clearance it around this just a little bit. Up in here. Just had to make some room to make it come over here. This side had plenty of room. The H-pipe will probably have to have a little extension piece put in here. I already test fit with the header. I already test fit the muffler. Up in here with the drive shaft, everything clears. This side, clearing pretty good. I'll go out and take you up top. Now, yes, I did have to put in a couple shims to make this happen, but I think we're gonna make this work. Up top, here's what we got. We have the factory air cleaner with the snorkels for the cold air intake. You have the 387 stroker. Like I said earlier, we had to clearance down here quite a bit, actually, just to get that big knuckle to clear. We got to clearance this spot right here where it's just starting to drag on it. Once that's done, the exhaust will fit perfectly. On this side, we have plenty of room here. However, the reason why you need unequal length headers like this is because when you have equal length like this, your headers are so far out here that this is hitting the firewall. And I don't even know what that's hitting on this side. Like, that's just huge. We need to take the water pump off of this, the alternator bracket. We're ditching this alternator. We're going to keep the bracket, though, and the tensioner. Keeping the power steering pump, not the bracket. We have a new bracket from LMR for this. And I think we need a crank pulley, and we're ditching the plastic fan. We're going to go with some electric fans. So I'm going to get all that stuff swapped off of this motor. And I got to get this motor out anyway, because this motor needs, one, the oil pickup done, the oil pan actually glued on and secured, water pump, thermostat gasket, accessory brackets. I want to get proper spacers in for the K-member, and I think that's pretty much all I got to do. Then we'll put the motor back in. But I'm going to do most of that off camera because you've seen stuff like that. Yeah, it fits. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I apologize for my voice, but I think that's going to be a wrap. We have the 387 stroker in. However, I got a few questions for you. Should we leave the 5.0 liter 4-valve HO, or should we upgrade it to 387 stroker, 6.4 liter 4-valve, 6.4 liter 4-valve HO? What should we do with the air cleaner? Kind of thinking about leaving it alone, given it that, oh, it's stock. One of the advantages is when they repainted the car, they just put GT badges, no cubic inches or liter badges. But the engine is in. All we had to do was use Summit Racing drop mounts, a 351 Windsor swap oil pan. I think you can use a later Crown Victoria oil pan too. I haven't tried it, but it's a possibility. One that came with a 351 Windsor. It fits with our stock air cleaner. Valve covers are looking good. Wife made me remake this fuel line so it was black. Everything's in here and fits. And we used 302 headers, and our H-pipe is in there. However, I'm going to be honest, I'm going to be a little bit lazy. I'm going to bring that car over here to our 4-post to do the tailpipes and the drive shaft safety loop, mainly because one advantage of the 4-post over the 2-post is everything's at ride height. So I don't have to worry about, oh shit, it fit when it was up and everything was hanging, but not when I put it on the ground. So I'm going to bring that back over here. We'll do the finishing touches, and next time you guys see this car, we'll either be firing it up or having some kind of catastrophic failure. Thank you guys for watching. We are very, very close to getting this car running, and I am very, very close to running out of time to get this thing running and driving. And I still got a trailer to build. Thank you guys. See you next time.